Hi folks, it's Bill here from Stupid Price Plants. I'm particularly interested in this plant, folks. This is Achillea Paprika. That's what it looks like when it's flowering, folks, and this is what it really looks now. A great yarrow, folks, other known as Yarrow Paprika. Basically, this is found in North America, Europe, and also Asia as well. But if you're looking for a splash of colour inside your perennial bed, your herbaceous perennial bed, this is a must. Normally people buy them in threes, so it has that sort of natural look. I'm going to be planting mine up later on today as a singular, because I like to sort of grow on what I'm selling to customers, you know. I need to know what I'm talking about. But this has got history. Greek heroes, folks, Achilles. This is what it's named after. And basically after his wars, he found out that this can be treated, created, I can't even speak. Achilles, as a Greek hero, had treated his wounded soldiers with this yarrow, which is great for multiple medicine and digestive problems, skin problems, and would speed up the wound process as well. So it's a super plant. But Achilles itself, folks, loves and needs more or less full sun, 6 hours. Full sun is 8 hours, but 6 hours, it needs to be a sunny spot. And the reason being it is because of the foliage, the flowers. The bottom you'll find it looks rubbish. As these flower, it takes the energy from the bottom. So it's important that you sort of companion plant this particular species with echinaceas, coneflowers, lavenders as well, that are at a certain height, which would sort of grow up to this tall. So at a glance, you don't see the ugly feet. But sun, as much sun as you can, folks, that would be great. Drainage, it needs drainage. If you were growing this in pots, big containers, you water this, let it run out, and let it dry, because it is quite drought tolerant, so it can sort of stay upright and beastly with a bit of a dry period. But give it a good soak when you're planting this out, when you buy them from the garden centres, and put it in a space where there is not too tight, but a sort of semi-shelter area, but with good air circulation, because these, as much as they're pest free, you can get a wee bit of powdery mildew. That's just a fungus, that's just something, it's just wet conditions and there's no air circulating, so it'll become sick. The other only thing wrong with, not wrong, but only other pest with this gorgeous species of yarrow are aphids, but that's quite rare. Only when this plant is totally stressed, for example, either too much water or too little water to the point where it's starting to creep down, it's starting to fold over the leaves and the stems. The aphids are attracted to it. They just sense stress, and to get rid of those, just two things with this one, because it's quite tough, is a sharp sprinkle of water, folks, to wash the aphids off, or some soapy water. Fertilization. Do I need to fertilize my Achillea? The answer is no, we don't really need to fertilize the plant. It's strong and hardy as it is. The only thing you do need, or you may need to fertilize, is your soil. So if you planted this into brand new multi-purpose compost, there's 3 to 4 months feed in that, with a wee bit of mix of topsoil, a wee bit of grit to give it a thumbs up for drainage. This also will thrive in bad soil, poor soil. This is someone, for example, who has a garden where they haven't replenished or mulched their garden beds for years. and the nutrients have just been run away over the years. This will still thrive, but fertilize the soil. Give it a sprinkle of compost or manure or leaf mold, or even sort of manure pellets, fish blood and bone when you put it in dig the hole and put it in into the bed. Just to give it a wee thumbs up and give it a push, you know. Where pruning is concerned, folks, to encourage more blooms with this beautiful baby, is just by deadheading. Just if one starts to droop or die down, just follow the stem down to the main stem and just clip off. That'll send messages to the roots to say, here, hold on a second here. He's not happy. I have to get him more flowers, and it'll give you as much flowers as you possibly can within the 6 hour window. 6 hours of sun, sunny, folks, please. Pruning, folks, it's up to you. The choice is yours. You can prune this in autumn, late autumn, when it's more or less spent. There's less 6 hours sun here in Northern Ireland. It'll start to wither like all the other plants. Everything is on a cycle. So it's up to you to sort of cut to about 4 inches from the bottom, right across there, and then apply some bark or manure or compost to look after the roots, and to keep it warm from the frosts and the cold. So, and I'll also feed the root ball for next year as well. You can do that in autumn. Lots of people now, folks, are now starting to realise that the birds and the bees, not that birds and the bees, sturdy brute, that the birds and the bees are more important to life than we can possibly imagine. So I would recommend of keeping this all year round up until spring. Now, yes, from October to February, it'll look horrible. All the postman will put in, here, what's wrong with Billy's garden? Has he give up, has he? People will think I've given up about my garden, but realistically, these turn brown. The seed heads will just go up, and the wee birds and finches, they'll all come down and they'll pick away, and I'll feed the birds over the winter period, which is a thumbs up as well, you know. But yeah, folks, so that's Achillea Paprika, and as I say, it'll grow, say, up to 60 centimeters by year 2, and say 50 centimeters wide by year 2 as well, and it'll just cut back and it'll regrow every single year. Come year 3, folks, I would suggest of lifting this out in springtime. So come spring, give it a wee cut, and then get your spade and cut down. Year 3, remember that number 3, and you can cut it into 3. Okay, cut this into 3, and you'll have 3 plants. When you plant this out in your garden, okay, remove the shoulders from this plant as well, and tickle and tear some of the roots as well to give it a sharp, sudden burst of regrowth. Wee bit of fish blood and bone, moisture for the first couple of months, and then you'll see it come alive come early summer, and all of a sudden you've got this beautiful species in various different areas of your garden, folks. I encourage you, please, to subscribe to the channel. I've got thousands of plants I can do reviews on, herbs and all sorts. So if this is interesting to you, if you like this content, and if you want to be updated when I upload fresh content, you'll be notified on your wee mobile phone or your emails or whatever. So give us a wee thumbs up and click the wee bell if it's still there, and click subscribe. It's YouTube, it's free of charge, and it's all free content. All right, and it'll encourage me to get out of bed and do more of these for you. That's it, so folks. Bye bye. Hey folks, over to my herbaceous perennial bed. As you can see, it's all gone nuts, and I'm gonna put it there. There's a wee bit of orange down there. There's a wee bit of orange there with the gem, and then there's a daylily there. So I'm gonna add a wee bit there as well. Excuse the mess, folks. It's got couch grass in this thing, so there's big tall grasses everywhere. But I'm gonna put it in there. That should do the trick, wouldn't it? What do you think?